If I come to your Acharya for the first time, will he give me Deeksha? Has he given Deeksha to anyone who has come for the first time to meet Acharya? This is one of the question I received in my channel, and also another question from the same person is that, sir, I have not taken Deeksha from your Acharya, but I follow the Vedic path. Thus will I get a chance in my next Janma to listen Vedas from Guruji again? Or if someone has not taken Deeksha from Acharya, will he get a chance to listen Vedas in the next Janma from the Guruji? Very, very important question. Very, very important for all of us to understand about Deeksha, about Acharya. Getting Deeksha from an Acharya who is a Samdhist Yogi. I have already mentioned in my channel about such topics, but I would like to summarize some of the answers. The first question is, will your Guruji give Deeksha when someone visits for the first time? Has he given Deeksha to anyone who has visited to him for the first time? Yes, he has given indeed. He has given Deeksha to many people who have come for the first time to meet Acharya. And also he has not given Deeksha to many people who have come to meet him for the first time, and he have told that, okay, come again, come next time, I'll give you next time, like that also he has told. So it depends on Acharya. It depends on whether Acharya, it's his own decision whether he is wanting to give Deeksha or not. So whenever you come to an Acharya, I know the person who is asking this question, he is living very far away from my Acharya ji and he loves my Acharya ji. And similarly, you are listening to this video, you might have great respect towards my Acharya. You might also know that there is only one Acharya who is Samdhist Yogi present living in this universe at this moment, or one or two Acharya maybe. I just say one or two because I don't know if there is any second one, but my Acharya has told maybe there is a couple of others also in the forest. So when you come to meet an Acharya who is a Samdhist Yogi, don't come with an expectation that you must get an Deeksha. Yeah, you must have a desire in your mind that, okay, I want to go to Acharya, I will request for Deeksha. But if Acharya decides not to give, don't get disheartened. See, getting Deeksha, as I have told in my previous videos many times, getting Deeksha is one, but following Deeksha is most difficult. Getting Deeksha is difficult, but following the Deeksha in life is most difficult, impossible actually. When we get Deeksha, our responsibility towards Acharya, towards Vedas, towards Almighty God increases 100,000 times. So getting Deeksha, if you are lucky, you might get Deeksha, but you must take a very firm sankalp to follow Deeksha in your life. Adopt strong, adopt a kind of very strong will inside you to follow the Vedic path and never deviate. Never forget Acharya after taking Deeksha. This kind of sankalp we must have in our mind. And then come to Acharya. If Acharya is, see, my Acharya is already 85 years, okay. So he always spends his time in loneliness. That means he is always alone. He is always indulged in his tapasya. He is in samadhi stage most of the time. And whenever he comes out for yajna, to do yajna, you can meet Acharya and request him that, Acharya, I have come from Bihar, I have come from Bengal, I have come from Tamil Nadu, I have come from so and so place. I have seen your videos. I want to follow Vedic path. I request you to give me Deeksha. You can request my Acharya, and if Acharya says, okay, I will give you Deeksha, then it's fine. So, but do not force Acharya that you must give me Deeksha. That is not the Vedic parampara at all. But if Acharya says, okay, beta, you have come so long, very good, I am very happy for you. This time I am not interested to give you, I am not in a position to give you Deeksha. Next time I will give you Deeksha. If Acharya says, just accept it humbly and without any hesitation, accept it. I think I told in one of my previous video that one of my friend, after seeing my channel, he worked with me in Bangalore. After he left my company, he started seeing my channel. Then he got attracted towards Vedic path. Then he went to Arya Samaj in Bangalore and purchased Light of Truth in Kannada. And then he started reading Light of Truth and he got so much of interest towards Vedas. Also, he had some family issues. So at one day, suddenly he called me and said that I am going to visit your Acharya tomorrow morning. I have booked my flight. So I said, don't expect that you will get Deeksha. He said, I want Deeksha at any cost. I cannot waste my life. I want Deeksha from Acharya. I said, okay, you go to Acharya, humbly request him that you want Deeksha. If he is not giving or giving, is leave it to Almighty God and Acharya. So he went there. From Bangalore, he went to Himachal Pradesh in flight. Bangalore to Delhi, stayed in Delhi. Next day morning, took a flight from Delhi to Kangra. He went in flight and then went to Acharya. He met my Acharya. He stayed there for 2-3 days. My Acharya did not. He asked for Deeksha also. My Acharya said, Beta, I'll give you next time. But the good thing about this person is that he did not think about, okay, I spent 40,000-50,000 and come here, I'm not getting Deeksha. He did not think like that. He came back and he called me. He said, Acharya did not give me Deeksha, but I'm not disheartened. I will go again. Acharya told, come after 6 months, I'll give you Deeksha. Then after 6 months, he went again. And he stayed in the ashram for 4 days, 5 days. Next day morning, the flight is there, return flight is there. And he called me evening 6 o'clock. He called me from ashram. I was in Bangalore. So he said, Acharya has still not given Deeksha. I have requested him. He said he will give, but he has not given. I said, don't worry. Your flight is tomorrow morning 6 o'clock. My Acharya might call you even at 11 o'clock in the night. Don't worry. My Acharya sleeps in the morning 5 o'clock. So don't worry. Be patient. My Acharya called him at 10:30 in the night and then gave Deeksha to him. So see, and then he was so happy. Next day morning he told me, I got Deeksha in the night. I met Acharya. He gave me all the knowledge of Vedas, Deeksha, etc. So he was so happy. So it might take 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, but do not get disheartened. Do not have an expectation from Paramatma and Acharya that you must do this to me. They know when to do to you. If they are giving Deeksha to you, well and good. If they are asking you to come again, if Acharya is asking you to come again and again and again, go again and again. But after coming back, after taking Deeksha and coming back from Acharya, what is your kartavya is most important. Like this gentleman who has taken Deeksha, he did not go to Acharya again. After taking Deeksha from my Acharya, he did not visit Acharya again. Maybe he has Shraddha still in his heart, I don't know. But he has not visited Acharya again. This is not right. When you take Deeksha, at least, of course, you have financial issues. You might not have money, that's a different case. But try to go to Acharya once in a year at least, or once in 1.5 years. Staying away from Acharya after taking Deeksha is thanklessness. See this shloka written by Manu Bhagavan. Manusmriti Manu Bhagavan says, Matur agre adi jananam. Matur agre adi jananam. First Matur agre, first birth is given, jananam is given by Mata. Dvitiya Maunji Bandhane. Dvitiya, dusra janam is Maunji Bandhana. Maunji Bandhan means Upanayan Sanskar or Mekhla Bandhana. In Upanayan Sanskar, Vedaram Sanskar, they will, Acharya will tie Mekhla. Mekhla means in Tamil Aranakudi. They will put it in the hip. Maunji Bandhan, and then they will, Acharya will give you Upanayan Ejjopavit. These are Maunji Bandhan Sanskar. This, when you take Upanayan, when you do Upanayan in the presence of Acharya, Acharya gives you birth, Dvitiya, second birth. And Manu Bhagavan says, Tritiyam Yajna Deekshayam. The third birth happens when he gives you Yajna Deeksha. When he gives you order, instruction that, okay, you have taken Deeksha from me, you have taken Upanayan from me, I have given you Upanayan, I have given you Vedaram, Sanskar has been done, I have given you Deeksha, name of Paramatma. Now you do Yajna. When Acharya gives you instruction to do everyday Agnihotra, that is the third birth for you. And also Yajna Deekshayam has got further significance, especially for Grahastha ashramas. Because in Grahastha, we must do the Panchamaha Yajna, and this Panchamaha Yajna Deeksha is given by Acharya. This is the third birth. So, Dvijasya Shruti Chodanat. This is Shruti Chodan. Shruti ka Chodanat means Agya. Shruti ka Prerna. Shruti means Vedas. These are the instructions of Vedas. Shruti Chodanat means this is instruction of Vedas that you go to Acharya and take Deeksha. But why you have doubt in your mind that if I listen from Acharya and do not take Deeksha, Will I get an opportunity to listen Vedas again in next Janma? Why you are losing this Janma? How sure are you that you will get a next birth of human being? To be honest, I do not have any confidence inside me that I will get a next birth of next human birth. I do not know, because Paramatma knows my karmas, right? So Paramatma, based on my karmas, present karmas and previous karmas, he might give me another birth also. I may not become a human being in the next birth. And even if I get a birth of human being, I might be born in Russia, I might be born in America, I might be born in Yugoslavia, wherever it is, where I do not have an opportunity to go to Acharya. Based on this karma, I am getting birth there. So do not waste your present life. Do not think that you are a Vedic follower. I know the person who has asked this question is a poor person. He does not have a lot of money to reach to Acharya. Even in that case, try to reach Acharya once and tell your situation. And Acharya will always see, my Acharya always says, you do not need to come to me. But why I ask you to come to me is because when you are in touch with Acharya, you will not leave Agnihotra. You will not leave name jap. You will not leave the path of Vedas. That's why you must be in touch with Acharya at least once a year. Once a year, this is not a big expectation. The human life itself has been given by Paramatma for following Vedas. But once a year, if we are not seeing Acharya, then what is the use of our life? So do not think that if I am not taking Acharya Deeksha this Janma, can I listen Vedas in the next Janma? You might not. Because you have a genuine opportunity. You know there is a yogi. You know that yogi is the Sarvasreshth yogi. Still you are saying that I will take Deeksha in the next Janma, thinking that in next Janma I might get more money so that I can travel to Acharya. This is foolishness. Don't do this. This Janma is the biggest property, biggest wealth, biggest opportunity in our hand. We cannot lose this Janma. So in this Janma go to Acharya, but after taking Deeksha, don't stop going to Acharya. I have seen many people, I always feel bad. That person, say how much he was Shraddhavan before taking Deeksha, but after taking Deeksha, forgetting Acharya. Maybe he remembers Acharya in heart, but remembering Acharya in heart is not enough. You must also express your seva to Acharya by going and visiting his ashram, doing service in the ashram. आश्रम में जाकर एक बार झाड़ू पोछा तो लगाना चाहिए. I go from, I'm not saying that I'm a big person, but whenever I go to Acharya, I go to Acharya not to ashram, not to spend time with Acharya. I never get opportunity to spend time with Acharya. I never have spoken to my Acharya also, but it's okay. But Acharya knows you have come. You have come 3,000, 4,000 kilometers. You have come from Bangalore. You have come from America. You have come from Chennai. You have come from what not country. Acharya knows it. If he is wanting to speak to you, he will call you and speak to you. Otherwise, it's okay. You are in his ashram. You are doing service. You are doing some jadu pocha. You are serving food to others. You are sitting and chanting God's name. You are doing yajna. You are doing agnihotra. You are serving the cow. So all this kind of service, and there is lakdi katna, cutting the wood for yajna. All these are service. So whatever possible seva do there in the ashram, everything is, and it's a Swarga Bhumi where Acharya lives. Acharya himself lives. Acharya is a Samdhist Yogi. Go and live there. If Acharya wants to speak to you, he will call you and give you a special secret also. He might say that last time I gave you this knowledge, this time take down, this is another knowledge which I have not told others. I am telling you because I am impressed with you. Acharya might decide to tell that. So don't postpone your Deeksha to next Janma. Never postpone your Deeksha to next Janma, because it is not you. Based on your own wish, you will get Deeksha. It is Acharya's wish. And Acharya's wish is not his own wish. It is Paramatma's wish. So if you are in a position, the only eligibility for you to get Deeksha is your willingness, and you must be a human being. You are a human being, male or female, and you have a willingness. Go to Acharya, not my Acharya. I am not saying that go to my Acharya. Go to any Acharya who is a Samdhist Yogi. If you find a Samdhist Yogi, go to him and request him, or go to her and request her. So don't postpone Deeksha to next Janma. And after taking Deeksha, don't forget Acharya. After taking Deeksha, Paramatma, Manu Bhagavan says, see Manu Bhagavan's word, Manu Bhagavan says, Tatra means, is vishya mein, Tatra yad Brahma Janmasya Mounji Bandhana. After the Mounji Bandhana, after the opinion is over, Tatra Asya Mata Savitri Pitatu Acharya Uchyate. After this Maunji Bandhan Sanskar, after the Upanan Sanskar, after the Deeksha is given to you, after the Mekhala Sanskar is all done, the small child who is 6 years old, after that, for that child, his mother is who? His mother is Gayatri Mantra. His mother is Ved Mata. Who is his father? His father is Acharya. So you are getting an opportunity to find a new father who is a spiritual father, who is a Samdhist Yogi. Why should you miss it? And you are getting an opportunity to get the mother. Mother is, see, for all of us, at least 99% of us or 100% of people who are seeing my channel, your mother must be your most loved person. Our mother loves you so much and you love your mother so much. And Paramatma say, Manu Bhagavan says here, there is another mother you are getting. What is that mother? Gayatri Mantra. Diksha Mantra. So Gayatri is becoming your mother and you are getting a new father. That is a Dviji, a second birth. Dvija. After taking birth from as a human being, you are getting an opportunity to reborn again in the spiritual path, where your Acharya becomes your father. Why do you miss this opportunity? And after Acharya becomes your father, why you are forgetting Acharya? This is the biggest question mark. I am asking this question to all those people who have forgotten my Acharya or any Acharya who has given Deeksha. We cannot forget Acharya. You cannot understand what help he has done by giving Deeksha. Your money, when I took Deeksha, I gave Acharya 1500, I forgot, 1000 rupees Deeksha Dakshina to him. What value this 1000 rupees or 10,000 rupees or 1 crore rupees will have in return to Deeksha? Zero value. 1000 rupees or 1 crore rupees is zero value in return to Deeksha. You cannot buy Deeksha by money. But after getting Deeksha, you have forgotten Acharya. Will God forgive you ever? No, He will never forgive us. After taking Deeksha from Acharya, when we forget our Acharya, Almighty God will never spare us. Almighty God will never forgive us. So, before taking Deeksha, 100 times think. After taking Deeksha, no thinking possible. So, never waste your present life. Go to Acharya to take Deeksha and follow Acharya after taking Deeksha. Never ever, even in the wildest dreams, never ever insult that Acharya by heart also, by your mind also. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.